What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the original studio. We are back with another NBA video. It is Friday. It is Friday the 13th. Is it going to be spooky? Are we going to win money? What's going to happen? Welcome to the channel. If you've never been here before, hopefully you're in for a treat. We do have giveaways every day. What we do in this video, or these videos, anytime we have at least 5 games on the slate, we give you 3 top, 3 mid, and 3 value picks at each position. And then we build you lineups at the end of this video. So if you have not been here before, welcome. Speaking of the giveaways, 2 ways to win. Technically 3 ways to win. So the first way to win, you've got to like this video, you've got to be a YouTube subscriber, and you've got to leave a comment on this video because the comment picker has to pick your comment up. If you don't leave a comment, you won't be able to win. If this video gets at least 50 likes, you'll have a chance at a free week of FTA+. 100 likes on this video, a chance at a free month pass, which is a $30 value. If this video gets at least 150 likes, you will have a chance to win a free year of FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. And if this video gets 200 or more likes, you have a chance at a lifetime pass. The second way to win, somewhere in this video I'll say a keyword or key phrase, listen for it, and type it in. You could technically win twice because that's what we do here. And the third and final way to win, this YouTube page right here, every 50 subscribers we get here, we're going to have one person win a monthly giveaway. So we only need a few more to hit 50, and we're going to go up and up and up. If you guys could watch the videos, their entirety, you could like them and leave a comment on all of them, a nice comment. That would help the algorithm. That is another way to have a giveaway here. So we're going to have the giveaway from yesterday's video. Now, yesterday's video, 378 views, 25 comments, 49 likes. So we were 1 like short of getting that 50 likes. So for every view, so if there was just one person that viewed it, liked the video, we would have had 378 views. Someone wouldn't have lifetime pass. So that being said, we are going to have the giveaway here. We are going to only have the giveaway for the keyword. Now, the keyword yesterday was coffee, or some form of coffee, because we love coffee here at FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. So what we're going to do, I'm going to roll it. You have a 1 in 25 chance if you left the comment, some comment of coffee. So the winner is was NY Stiegel. Thank you for the support, but you did not have the keyword of coffee. Bruiser Raider 1, I want to buy premium coffee with all the bacon I'm going to make tonight. Congratulations, Bruiser. Let us know if you won last night with the NBA. With only, 3 games? We're back to the normal-ish schedule. We have 8 games on the main Fanduel slate in Yahoo, and then we have 6 games on DraftKings for whatever reason I do not understand. And let's not even talk about how bad of a football game that was last night. Very bad game. Very, very gross game, and someone quit on the team, which is wild. But anyway, these are early projections. These are early simulations. Before I do these videos, I run 10,000 simulations, and we give you what we have here. So these are ranges for the fantasy points. I would say about 3 p.m. Central, whatever time that is for you. I would then check out FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. Under the NBA tab, go check out the odds, the fantasy points allowed by position, the chalk plays, the cheat sheets, the projections, everything there. That's when everything is about updated with 20,000 simulations. And I was told last night that people are having trouble viewing some of these pages on, I think it was Microsoft Edge. So if you use Edge and you can't see something on the page, try Chrome, try Safari. Let me know if those work. That is, that was, I didn't know that was a problem. We're having people look into it. So that being said, let's take a look at each and every position. So I've already built lineups, but I wanted to give you guys some help here when we're looking through them. So these are early projections. They can and will change because we've got a lot of questionable guys. We got a lot of people that are questionable but may move into probable soon. So looking at the point guard position, we've got James Harden at the top, about 42 to 45 fantasy points. Donovan Mitchell versus Washington could be a huge game for him. We got about 41 fantasy points there. And then Tyrese Maxey right around 40 to 42 fantasy point range. Moving down to the mid-tier for point guards, we got Darius Garland against Washington. I love a Cleveland stack here. They're probably arguably the best team in the league right now, which is weird and wild, but good job for them. And they've got a fantastic matchup against Washington. Their matchup against Washington, their implied team total is 122.6 and Washington's 107.2. So watch out for the blowout, but we could see a good game for our Cleveland guys. So we got Garland right around 36 fantasy points. We got Dennis Schroeder right around 35. We've got Chris Paul right around 33 to 35. And then we dig down a little bit deeper, find a little bit of value. T.J. McConnell, we're looking at right around 25 to 28 fantasy points. Carlton Carrington on the flip side of that Cleveland game for Washington, right around 23 to 25. And Mike Conley right around 23 to 25 himself. Moving to the shooting guard position, you see like Levine's questionable, Thomas is out, Reeves is questionable. A lot of these guys most likely will pop up into value later on, but we'll see. But at the top here, we got Brandon Miller right around 45 to 48 fantasy points. Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards against the Lakers right around 45 fantasy points. I wanted to see what he did against the Lakers not too long ago. He only put up 24.25 in 27 minutes. It was a blowout. That's the only problem. They won by a huge margin. They won by 29, so this is the only problem. If we look at the game here, it's a closer game here. Minnesota 109 implied team total with the Lakers being 102.8. So it's considerably closer. So that's something to pay attention to. If the blowouts are, Edwards will sit. So be careful. But that I've got him right around 44 to 48 fantasy points. We look at Devin Booker right around 41 fantasy points. Move to mid-tier here if we're looking. Josh Giddey, got questionable tag. I think he'll play 32 to 35 fantasy points. Bradley Beal, 31 fantasy points. And Norman Powell right around 30 to 32 fantasy points. Then we do come down and find some value. Got Karis LeVert right around 25 to 28 fantasy points. Bilal Coulibaly right around 24 to 26. And then Toumani Camara right around 23 to 26 fantasy points himself. Moving to the small forward, yeah, you still got those guys who are questionable. But small forward, we got Kevin Durant, who is probable. You've got him at 41 to 48 fantasy points. We've got Paul George at 35 to 38. Cam Johnson right around 35 to 38 himself. Mid-tier, we're looking at Desmond Bane right around 29 to 32. Michael Porter Jr. right around 29 to 32 as well. And Julian Champagne or Julian Champagne, however you want to say his name, 30 fantasy points, right around 30 is what we're looking at his price. And then we've got value. So looking at some value. Not a ton pop up right now, but again, throughout the day, that's when all the value will pop up. We're looking down right around Grayson Allen, right around 24 fantasy points. Cody Martin, right around 24. And a little bit lower, we've got Dorian Finney-Smith, if he plays for Brooklyn, right around 22 to 25 fantasy points. Now let's move to power forward. LeBron James already ruled out. Already ruled out. That bumps up AD so much for me in my book. But again, with him being out, that would scare me a little bit because we are looking at that would be us looking at hopefully not a huge blowout. Let's put it that way. So for power forward, Victor Wembanyama right around 56 to 60 fantasy points. We've got AD, Anthony Davis, right around 55 to 60 as well. With LeBron being out, that kind of helps out a little bit with AD. We've got Evan Mobley, who is questionable, but we're looking at about 37 to 40 fantasy points out of him. Going down mid-tier to kind of look at this, Miles Bridges right around 35 fantasy points. John Collins, 33 to 35. And Lauri Markkanen is questionable, so make sure he's in there. I think he was out last time we wanted to use him. Right around 33 to 35 himself. Then you find some value here. However far you want to dig down to find this value. You got Jaden McDaniels, who could get a run if the Lakers, or if Minnesota goes up big on the Lakers, and he gets a little bit extra run. I want to see what he did against the Lakers last time. Against the Lakers, 9. He played 23 minutes. So he played the minutes. He just did nothing with those minutes. He was 4,900. He's now dropped down to 4,000. So having him right around 22 to 25 would be a huge bump here, especially without LeBron in there too. I do like that. We have Harrison Barnes right around 21 to 22 fantasy points, and Patrick Williams, who is questionable, but might play right around 20 to 22 fantasy points. Then we get into the center position. Again, you could use AD here. I think at the top, it makes a lot of sense. The one who's projected the highest, Jokic. We've got him actually projected right now, early simulations, 66 fantasy points. I think it goes up probably 68, but that is a massive, massive projection here. Now, we know he's capable of going over, 85, 90. Like, his back-to-back games were amazing. The minutes have been there. Even in a blowout, look at this. They won by 30 against Atlanta. He still played 35 minutes and put up 85 fantasy points. They're going to have him play. They want him to win MVP. Going up against the Clippers, I don't believe he has played them twice this year. He's averaged 67.1 fantasy points in those 2 games. He's averaged 37 minutes a game. He's averaged 34.5 points per game. Wild stuff. Huge. Absolutely huge. He should find his way into your lineup. He's very expensive at 12.5. So if gonna have to find some value somewhere. So we got Jokic right around 66 to 70. Wouldn't be surprised if he goes for 80 plus again. We got Embiid right around 49 fantasy points. I wanted to see if he's on any sort of minutes. The minutes have been there. So, played the minutes, then got hurt again, went out, but still played 33 minutes, 54. So if you want to save 3,000, you could put Embiid in there. Does have a good matchup. We got Nikola Vucevic right around 39 to 42 fantasy points. Moving mid-tier for here. Walker Kessler right around 32 fantasy points. Yusuf Nurkic right around 32. And then Miles Turner right around 30 fantasy points. And then if you want to go down at center, which I'm personally not going down at center, but we could, we are looking at, depending on where you're at, you could look at a Brandon Clark at 23 to 25, a Jalen Smith at 19 to 22, and a Charles Bassey right around 19 to 22 fantasy points himself. So there you have it. Those are all of the some of the projections. 9 plays at each position. If you want to see all of them, all the projections, all the simulations, everything, optimal lineups, cheat sheet, chalk, all of that, under the NBA tab right here. It is $10 for a week. It is $30 for a month, but if you use the promo code Black Friday, all one word, all capital letters, you can get that monthly pass for $15 for your first month. A yearly pass normally $199, but if you guys go ahead and use the promo code NBA is back, you're going to get that $199 for $74.99. So definitely check that out. So that being said, the keyword of the day is mushroom. And what I mean by that is this is mushroom coffee. It's actually I can't explain it. If you haven't had it before, it's called Everyday Dose. I'm trying to get them to be a sponsor to the channel. Mushroom coffee. It's actually really good. I put oat milk in it. It's literally water, a mushroom powder with a bunch of stuff in it, ice, oat milk, and creamer just to give it a little bit. It does have a little bit of a bitter taste, but it's actually really good. And I can't explain the energy I get from it over from coffee. And they're not even a sponsor yet, but it would be awesome if they could be. So that's what I'm looking at. Mushroom that's it. It's mushroom. I still can't get over how bad that football game was last night. I went to bed early because it was just bad. So let's build a lineup. These are early lineups. These are from early projections. A lot of things can and will change throughout the day, but I wanted to give you guys, everything that we've got. And if you have not been here before, be on the lookout because we will have a stacks video going, probably out today. We will break down the main slate for the NFL using our top 10s at each position, and we'll build lineups using SaberSim and giving you guys, hopefully, a great jump start to everything. Might even get that video out today or tonight. Launch that video for the main slate breakdown on a Friday and see if you guys like it that much. Do you guys have 2 days, a day and a half to really build your lineups and change? Because the majority of the players that I even want to look at, they are in. They're not ruled in. They're not like a questionable. They're all in. And there's so many guys that I love in this slate. So there's our DraftKings lineup from Butler all the way down to Jokic. Pause this video and check it out. Our FanDuel lineup's already built. Early lineups, I do really like Cleveland guys. And I do love Jokic if you can fit him in there. It just depends. I think we kind of got to wait a little bit more for value to see what will open up for the ability to use Jokic. But these are early lineups. Again, we want to target some of these games. So pause the video, check out this lineup. Not a lot of you play Yahoo, but some of you do. We've got it there. Jokic is there, Champagne, Sokin, and Butler. So there you go. That's what I've got. Good luck today, and as always, let's bring home some bacon. Peace!